Physical hypnotism, everything. Shock therapy. Don't worry.
I don't want to do therapy right now.
Behavioral.
Electroshock aversion therapy, for instance.
That means chemotherapy.
Once before, and I remember
I've worked very hard in therapy not to think of
Change your therapy recommended.
It's something I learned in therapy.
Yeah. I don't need therapy.
That's enough. Get out.
But why would you want to take Richie out?
He's talking about 3 weeks of this target therapy shit.
Days.
Any change? Physical therapy.
Range of motion 4 times a day, and she's turned every 30 minutes.
What's going on? She has episodes.
Skip what?
We tried everything. Hypnotism, everything.
Don't
Shock
listen to him,
therapy.
Truman.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Truman.
You're not the first. You're not the first.
Can we do therapy? Jesus, I don't want to do therapy right now.
Let's just role play.
Please, no.
I'll be your mom, and you can.
Do you know what therapy is?
What? Additional, more behavioral methods.
Behavioral.
Electroshock aversion therapy, for instance, or a hormonal rebalancing procedure.
And we're going to go at it with all we've got. That means chemotherapy and then a course of radiation.
3 times a week. I was in therapy once before, and I remember that structure really helps with hopelessness.
What do you think of Harriet?
I've worked very hard in therapy not to think of her.
There's just one thing you could say about her that
Since last examination.
No change your therapy recommended. Very nice.
Like this. It's something I learned in therapy.
Yeah.
I'm depressed. 1 rubber band.
Look into my eye.
Get out, Will.
I don't need therapy.
That's enough. Get out.
I called Mel Weintraub's father to him, and I know I can get overprotective, but why would you want to take Richie out of therapy now? What Richie needs is normal.
In New York. He's talking about 3 weeks of this target therapy shit. I'm not gonna lose my hair within a month.
So is it quite traumatic for you being back here with the turtles?
This is kind of like therapy for me.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meeting the beast again.
I am taking my life in the hope that my death may provide a shock that has curative value. In any case, you now have...
In sibilance. At the Riker Institute for the Blind, I trained in therapy for speech and hearing impaired children. I'll probably go back to it someday.
Me? No, I'm talking. I'm done with the whole stupid therapy thing, okay? I'm just done with it. I'm finished.
Did you say something?
Chemotherapy and the radiation coupled with the overuse of pain medications.
Right.
Without the...
We hear that McGovern has chosen a vice president who had electric shock treatments. And for the first time, I actually considered...
I thought we were toast for sure. You know, so we go to therapy one last time to try to save our marriage. And
works for some. Well, I'm not one for group therapy. I can't relate to anything or anyone that way.
Every night that my father would die. And finally I realized through a lot of therapy that I was wasting my energy on him.
How in the world?
Does it say suicide attempt?
She was having problems with...
Does it say electroshock therapy? Isn't that what it says, Norman?
What's your point?
Didn't it seem important enough to you to tell?
He doesn't have one.
But you know,
I've been with him for 3 years, married for 1. I think I'd know if he was in therapy.
I wish to God he had been, you know. I saw somebody have to...
Continue with your witness, Mr. Turner.
Now, Ms. Davis, I assume in your therapy session that Mr. Dawson extolled his parenting ability?
Swear to God.
Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I begged you to get some therapy.
I know, and you also told me that no one would ever hire me again.
Jesus.
For visiting day.
How is he getting along?
And he's in dance therapy now.
Dance therapy.
Please let me finish. Will you please let me finish? With intensive psychotherapy, an autistic child can be treated...
The report plainly shows that autism is not a psychological...
Having one hell of a sing-song. And then suddenly, breezing through the doors from the electric shock therapy room, I saw a vision.
His mouth on his penis.
What about Caitlin?
Shock trauma. She's going to need years of therapy after this. My question is, how did she come?
Director Vollmer is quite firm on that.
Hydrotherapy?
That is correct.
That's a long way to come just for a bit. I don't really like being on camera, actually.
Well, maybe it's, like exposure therapy.
Yeah. No, I came by to give you something, actually.
I went back into psychotherapy.
Jesus, you're kidding. You don't need psychotherapy, and certainly not with her.
You're just threatened by her because she's postmodern.
Hold on, let's begin.
Polish therapy. It's really quite a show watching them act that.
I won't deceive you, John. Your therapy will be long and painful, but you will walk.
They call it, observed play therapy, featuring the marathon 36.
Let's just put this up here like this, because this aromatherapy can get a little strong. The lavender, we don't want to put you to sleep.
What I can do for you, for your husband, there's a whole system.
Tried magnet therapy for your back. I mean, it's like these magnets that you wear and stuff.
No, I know it for sure. You've now completed your first year of therapy.
I saw an opportunity. It wasn't about you.
No.
What? She'll continue therapy with a social worker who'll help integrate her into her new community. She needs a clean break from us.
That I'm too out of touch with my feelings, and I need to go to therapy. Isn't the idea of marriage to make your partner?
My mother used to lower me into a hot bath. It was therapy. One time the doorbell rang, she went down to answer it.
Business. Most of our sales are online. Our radiotherapy products are specifically designed for the handling and storing of radioactive.
She did it therapeutically.
That's the kind of therapy that they advertise on the back page of the Village Voice.
She just wanted to make sure that she could still become aroused, that's all.
Is this going to make me better? I mean, is this part of the therapy? And, the sick talk.
Believe that you believe, sir, that time travel hypnosis therapy can bring world peace and cure cancer.
I have never.
Are you suggesting I did something wrong in sending you into therapy so young? I didn't know you were going to stay there forever.
I didn't think that I had done anything.
Really? Group. In Britain, we have a national therapy. We call it cricket.
It's very liberating. You should think of it as therapy.
Really? Yeah. Are you ever in therapy?
Oh no. Do I seem like I'm in therapy?
I'm kidding. Does it help your sex problems?
My sailor.
I left Annabelle physical therapy at 4.
I'll take it.
Oh, it's just.
We code patient name and number, medical or surgical, admission diagnosis, therapy, and discharge diagnosis.
Okay, wait a minute. Can you?
Mental health is one. I thought we could introduce group therapy and individual counseling whenever necessary with men.
From them.
You go to therapy twice a week. Who pays for that?
I'm not having this conversation.
It will involve an operation and some physical therapy.
Pick it up. You got it.
No, you can't.
I would like to talk to Jack.
This is geopolitics. It's not couples therapy.
Her leg had been broken in 5 places, and with therapy and time, she might walk again. But she never danced.
She gave me a choice, either 2 years in prison or hormonal therapy.
Oh my God.
Nuts.
Prescription.
3 things. Commitment, electroconvulsive therapy, maintenance in eine secure facilities.
Diagnosed as manic depressive. I'm in therapy now and on imipramine for depression.
I'm just curious, how do you think the killer felt?
I always try to slow its spread with treatment. At this point, radiotherapy and coadjuvant chemotherapy is still the most effective option.
And it is about that very subject that I've come to see you. The species of the genus Therapeuein.
Tarantula.
Everybody's asking.
My sight is dependent upon my will, and he, through hypnotherapy, could help to restore my will.
And pizza has no effect on this brutal disease. Now, please, doctor, please. Is there anyone out there who is chasing a definitive therapy?
You judge us too hastily. The applications go beyond the disease. There are indications that show that therapy can improve cognitive functioning, memory quality.
What are you simply help these poor buggers? I did muscle therapy, exercises, relaxation, but I knew I had to go deeper.